We are on the first leg of actually putting our timber frame barn together, and we're dry fitting some of the first pieces. And when you're doing your own timber frame, accuracy is crucial. So we're going to show you why and how we dry fit our frames together before we actually bring them up to be assembled. Because accuracy, my friends, is crucial. Stick with us. We'll show you how. Guys, help me with There's only two ways to build a frame like this. And it's either actually have 100 guys helping you out or have yourself a crane. And quite honestly, guys, this crane has paid for itself 100 times over compared to what I actually paid for it. And quite honestly, Jay and I have very, very little back problems with it now. It not only serves as a crane, it actually serves as my cameraman to get me some high up there.
We don't have enough friends to do this without a crane, Dan.
We don't have enough friends. So honestly, instead of hiring and having 10, 15 people here all the time, maybe doing nothing, this has paid for itself 100 times over, and I always have a crane. And we always work outside, and I'm always installing something. So for me, this was a money saver. If you're actually building your own house, you're gonna understand how much money you're gonna pay to have a crane company get there, which is why it's important to dry fit all of your frames before a crane company comes. In case something doesn't fit, you're still paying $400 an hour while you might have to chisel your stuff together. Make sure it fits. So, multi-use. Naturally, we build a lot of stuff. I don't even know how much I would pay in a crane service, but you tell me what you think I paid for this crane and how much money it's really worth.
I think they might be surprised.
They might be, Jay.
I love this crane.
I know a lot of guys have a shop and actually make their pieces, and they might dry fit them together. Me, I like to put my entire frame of what's going across on here. And this is only the center section of this building. I've got two 16-foot, I got a 16-foot wing here. I have another 16-foot wing here. So working outside, we have plenty of room to work, but we do have to deal with Mother Nature, which is actually sometimes not a time consumer. But we do not have a shop. So this is how we operate. And we're going to see is that when you actually put a frame totally together, actually everything is going to go smoother in the job site, which is the most important. Getting this assembled, that's where most of your manpower, most of your money, most of everything is going to go while you're doing this. And Jason and I are just two guys. So we use our crane. This is a 10 by 10 piece of oak. We can't even roll it without a PV cant, no less carry it around where we need to be. So my crane, I'm able to position all my pieces of my Lego puzzle, let's call this, or a Lincoln log set for big boys. And, and then we actually put our entire frame package together. We know that everything fits. We finish all our beams and we head out to the job site and put them on. But right now, we've just dry fitted these yesterday. And this is just the square main frame where most guys are going to be able to do this. Lay out your boards, get your building. We've checked our squares, we've checked our measurements, and we've actually checked every one of our fittings over here. I mean, so now we know that the way this goes today, when I go in the field, that's exactly how it's going to look. And we're getting ready here to mark for all our draw boring. We're actually going to draw board because this is oak, going to shrink, it's green, stronger connection. So we're actually going to show you how we measure everything going on over here. And because we have a crane, we're going to show you exactly, you know what, we're going to build today in 3D, Jay.
I love
So
3D.
we're going to be able to actually, you'll see, we're going to dry fit our floor joist beam that we have here to the knee brace that we just cut yesterday. And it's another option of having a crane and how to build something. So I can get two sections done without flipping a million beams, breaking my back, and we go from there.
My back thanks you.
I know. I mean, all this hard work, this is still hard work. but we're trying to alleviate all the pain that we have to do it. And it's only 2 guys. There is no labor here in Tennessee. Isn't that not like anybody I might have is never going to come in the day I actually need them. So I'm still going to be humping beams around, and this is what we do.
Big stuff.
It is big stuff, Jay. Okay, most guys are not going to dry fit in this manner unless they have a gantry crane in their shop or a crane like I have. When I talk about going 3D, is we're going to actually set this post right here. See if it fits our joinery. Check out to see if our knee brace fits. Then draw the bore holes. Make sure everything is right. So even when Jay doesn't show up for work, crane's always here. And I've got to get stuff done. It's just kind of how it is. So I don't, don't always take your safety advice from 2 guys, okay? This should be a hard hat scenario, safety gear, somebody watching. I use this all the time. I'm pretty observant about what's going on. We don't get under the beam. If this beam actually falls, it falls. Hopefully not on us. So I'm kind of just inching my way over to get my beam up. We're probably going to go up.
You're doing great by yourself over there, Dan.
Oh, I didn't see you here today, Jay. You know I still had to get some stuff done. So yes, I'm dry fitting this. I don't want to say how much this beam weighs.
A lot.
It is a lot. So I'm just easing my position of my crane. There we go. Pretty close there, Jay. Got a little wind today.
It is a bit windy.
So normally Jay, yes, is here helping me out.
Today is one guy timber framing.
I'm just trying to get perfectly vertical over here in my pocket. I'm gonna bring this down. It's snug. Everything probably swelled last night, Jay.
That's good. Snug is good.
Here in Tennessee, we always have a problem with rain. I am. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
You lost your safety boonie.
I did. So I'm really just taking my clamp. I'm just securing that my board is actually staying in place. I could even draw it in. But here it's time that we actually, you see how I'm holding this? Other than the crane giving way, this crane is good for a lot more than that. I need a hair more, Jay. And I'm just holding into my pocket.
You're doing great, Dan.
We should be good. There we go, Jay.
A little sticky.
It's sticky. I'll be honest with you, if you came over, this joint is tight.
Oh, it's the rain.
I know, from last night.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, we can't keep our beams that we're working on dry. It's why we get this done as fast as we can, finish this section, and then I don't know if you want to pan around, you can see our first section's done, sitting on our trailer, all stained, ready for assembly.
Love it.
And honestly, our frames sit outside for such a long period of time that it's imperative for us to get this work done as quickly as possible, stained, finished, and protected.
I have to give him a close-up of the stain package. It looks good.
We will. We will. I need to get me a hammer, Jet. Trying to ease my joint in. It's just snug, my friend. That's all I can say.
It's camera shy.
It's camera shy?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think it's wet. We're getting there. We're within 1/8 of an inch now.
Don't worry, I'll hit that with a sander.
That? This is oak, my friend. We were just a smidge. There it is. So here we go. We're actually into our pocket where that needs to be. I'm going to secure this right here.
Nice.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect. I can tell right now that we are not, this beam is not perfectly square. We're going to need to get this in. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I'm going to try this. Normally this would be Jay's job.
Jay's on vacation.
Jay's on vacation. There, we're getting. So our joint down here is sitting. Boom, boom, boom. This is what we're gonna do to tighten this joint up. Right now, I'm gonna tie a ratchet strap right from here. I'll crank this right into position, line up our holes, and call that joint good. Because the bottom seat is perfect over there. So in dry fitting, a tight knee brace, sometimes this is gonna go in. And right now we're obtuse for an angle. We need to be 90 degrees, as perfect as we can. You should be able to manipulate. And the seam just, when the seams start looking good and you know you cut a 45, you're getting close. You're getting real close.
There we go.
You're actually right there. Right there. And this, my friend, is perfect. You see the joint that's laid right here? Perfect. Sitting perfectly square. Now, you can easily mark, if you want to do a wider check than using measurements and a framing square, very simple, the 3, 4, 5 trick, 6, 8, 10, and you can actually do a square check just like that. So if I wanted to do that, we'll just do a 3, 4, 5. So there's 3. I'm gonna need you on this one though, Jay. This is gonna be a homebody. So the 3, 4, 5, and any of those multiples is gonna work. The bigger this corner, the bigger the slab. So if I might be able to do this alone, Jay. I put my ruler on 1. I burn 1. 3, 4, 5. There we go. We should be at the 5-1. Now naturally I will have Jason check with me, but that's an easy way to do something square. If you wanted to go bigger, 6, 8, 10. Simple math.
You're checking with me for math?
I didn't check with you. I'm telling these guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they know. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm satisfied of how this joint looks, how tight everything is. That's because we spent a lot of time making our stuff square and finishing them off. So it makes it a little bit easier. Occasionally, maybe your pocket is just a hair tight. A 1/16 of an inch, you need to do a little work. I mean, we just actually have a sander, a small disc sander, I'll probably show you here, and it just cleans up. And now we showed it in the video on how we make our posts and how we get our joinery ready to actually be at this point. As far as I'm concerned, that's a 3D joint ready to be getting drawboard, pegged, and then this beam gets put aside. I don't have to take everything apart and build myself in the opposite direction. And sometimes Jay doesn't even have to be here for me.
I love that.
I love it.
I mean, I love being here. That's what I mean to say.
I say we build the next section right on top of this.
Let's just go.
We got 64 feet.
Ultra 3D.
Now at this point of dry fitting your frame as you're going along and you're happy with your cuts, you're happy with how everything sits, you're happy with the squareness, the measurements all work out, we just use an owl bit. Same exact size that we made a drill. I run it in reverse so as not to make a new drill mark. I'm marking the perfect center of that hole. That's how we start marking everything to do our draw boring. We have a whole video on that, so you'll see exactly how to do that. But as far as I'm concerned, our dry fit for this section of the frame is going pretty good. I know that we didn't show you how to dry fit every individual joint here. And I know that most of you are not going to be doing this in 3D, but I wanted to make sure you understood about double, triple checking your measurement and making sure all your pieces fit, because precision counts, my friends. Accuracy counts. It's going to save you time. Maybe that stay a little bit longer, but it's going to save you time in the long run, getting one of these buildings put together. Small, medium, or large.